On the news at 1, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu decorates Acting Chief of Army Staff Olufemi Oluyede with new rank of Lieutenant General.
We need that stability to assure the citizens that prosperity is not far away from them.
FCT Minister inspects ongoing Apple mechanic and other road projects.
We want to expand because that will reduce the traffic as we want it.
Plus, Nigeria joins the world to mark the International Day for preventing the exploitation of the environment in war and armed conflicts. Hello there, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the news desk of NTA Channel 5 Abuja at 1. My name is Tessie Omeri. As the government continues to tackle the multi-dimensional security issues in the country, President Bola Tinubu has assured the military that his administration would always listen to their advice and keep the country on the path of peace and prosperity. President Bola Tinubu made the commitment as he decorated the Acting Chief of Army Staff, Olufemi Oluyede, to a new rank of Lieutenant General. State House correspondent Musbah Wahab has more.
In the absence of the indisposed Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, Olufemi Oluyede is the man in charge. He came in a Major General, but then his present position requires an elevation. As approved by the Commander-in-Chief and Chairman Defense Council, the Acting Chief of Army Staff is now a Lieutenant General. This was an opportunity for President Bola Tinubu once more to commend the military for the success so far, unwavering courage, dedication, patriotism and synergy amongst the forces in maintaining the nation's security.
And we need that stability to assure the citizen that prosperity is not far away from them.
The president assured the military of continuous government support as they continue to take the fight to the enemies of state.
We have no other country but this, and we owe a responsibility to our children and great children to come to hand over a nation that is a banner without stain. We are committed to that. I do everything possible to encourage your men and women in the service.
The onslaught against all forms of insecurity is still on in part of the country as the officers in charge steps in. But having been part of several operations, the Acting Chief of Army Staff assures of commitment to the cause of safeguarding the nation.
So what I intend to do is to continue with the philosophy of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General T.A. Lagbaja, and give my very best to make sure that I support, in collaboration with other security agencies and sister agencies, to bring all forms of criminality to the barest minimum, and to warn all the criminals out there that nobody has monopoly of violence besides those of us in uniform, and they should be ready to have that.
Lieutenant General Olufemi Olatunbosun Oluyede from Ekiti State was granted regular combatant mission as second lieutenant as a member of the 39 Regular Corps 1992 with seniority in the same rank effective from September 1987. He participated in several operations, including the Economic Community of West African States Monitoring Group ECOMOG mission in Liberia, Operation Harmony 4 in Bakassi, and Operation Hadinkai in the northeast. From the State House, Musbah Wahab, NTA News.
And from security to infrastructure. The Federal Capital Territory Administration says it is resolute at opening up road networks within the city center and satellite towns. This came to light during the inspection tour of the ongoing Apple Mechanic and other roads project within the district. Onoze Yakubu tells us more.
The chaotic traffic gridlock experienced by motorists, especially during rush hours along the Apo Mechanic Road by Kabusa Junction, is a challenge that needs to be addressed. It is to this end that the FCT Minister Yeson Wike, in company of the FCD Executive Secretary Shehu Hadi Ahmad, inspected the ongoing road construction that connects the outer Southern Expressway.
On the extreme end is the left-hand service carriageway, which they are working on, which when we leave here is where we are going to monitor the progress on that work. And then this also forms the position where, in your opinion, these two main carriageways will be extended to Lokogoma, which is the ring road too.
The minister expressed his administration readiness to open up a network of routes in line with President Tinubu's directive.
We want to expand because that will not reduce the traffic as we want it. So that it means that we have to do another 6 lane to take it down to Wasa. In that case, we'll be able to have reduced to Lukubuma. Then in that case, we'll be able to reduce the traffic up to 90-95%. Like I've said, it is a directive from Mr. President to see that all areas, not only the city but also in the southern towns, are all opened up through the infrastructure.
He asked that with rapid attention given to road infrastructure, Abuja will not remain the same. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, says management of the force across board is making internal customers feel valued through employee engagement for service delivery. The IGP made the disclosure in a message to the 2024 FCT Police Command Customer Service Week celebration. Onoti Yakubu brings us details.
From the city to the forest, in light of the day and dark of the night, the police operatives are always in the front line, sacrificing their all for people in most cases they barely know. Over time, the target has always been to take critical steps towards sustaining citizen-focused service delivery for the force. A thankless job, you may say. These factors necessitated this event to call attention to the importance of people-boosted morale, teamwork, and awareness on operatives of the command to the value of customer service in sharing success stories.
We called our area commanders and some of our DPOs, to kind of remind them of the services they are providing, what is expected of them, and how fair they should be, how transparent, how processes should be taken with all the swiftness, possible response in terms of our emergency.
The Inspector General of Police have said it time and time again, and how else can he express it than the last award he started? He started the police award, where officers who have excelled were identified and were publicly acknowledged to the world.
Above and Beyond portrays that customer service is endless and knows no bounds. The team is recognizing those in the force who go out every day to emphasize accountability, building trust between the police and the people they serve through transparency, empathy, and value for collaboration.
What Servicom is telling you, this service week is telling you that whatever you do rubs on the police force as a whole. And service delivery is one of the key cardinal points of the present administration. So please don't joke with it.
The celebration points out the importance of customer service, the people who serve and support customers on a daily basis, such as the frontline staff of the police FCT command.
As the event climaxes, the objective is to celebrate hard work and dedication of police personnel who strive to create positive customer service experiences, loyalty, and satisfaction. Onotu Yakubu, NTA News.
Now let's shift attention to safety on the highway. The Federal Road Safety Corps FCT Sector Commander, Chori Muta has launched the 2024 Ember Month sensitization campaign with a crucial theme, Speak Up Against Dangerous Driving. Asabe Williams brings us details.
Considering the surge in road travels during the Ember months for commercial and festive purposes, which unfortunately has been linked to numerous road crashes, resulting in loss of lives and properties, this campaign has been considered as timely.
The task of ensuring a safer motoring environment in Nigeria is a crucial and collective responsibility. Relevant stakeholders in road transportation sector are invited to work together with the core to address road carnage. Motorists are expected to take full responsibility of their actions and inactions on the road by maintaining their vehicles, obeying traffic laws and other road regulations. We must take proactive steps to provide hope, not fear, when using our roads, as consequences of our actions or inactions will be severe if we fail to address these challenges.
As part of the campaign, Muta emphasized the importance of passengers speaking out when they find themselves in vehicles. He urged passengers to take an active role in ensuring their safety by reporting or speaking up against reckless driving.
This strategy arose from the need to engage passengers and encourage them to assert their rights, thereby curbing drivers' excesses, because it is on record that more passengers are killed in road traffic crashes than drivers. Hence, the need to take up responsibility of being more vigilant while on transit.
In the meantime, the FRSC has also called on stakeholders in the transportation sector to collaborate in promoting road safety. This partnership, the command says, is vital in curbing the alarming rate of road crashes during the Ember months. In Abuja, Asabe Williams, NTA News.
And still talking about the FRSC 2024 Ember Months campaign with the strategic theme, Speak Up Against Dangerous Driving, Crashes Kill More Passengers Than Drivers. The campaign kicked off with walk from the Asokoro Central Business Area through major roads and culminating at the Nigerian Television Authority Channel 5 premises, where the GM's representative received the campaigners. Howard Gimba tells us more.
The walk we started from the Asokoro Maitama Central Business Area and terminated at the NTA Channel 5 Abuja aims to raise awareness about road safety and curb avoidable accidents during the Ember months, notorious for increased road travel risks. Campaigns focus on re-educating passengers about their rights and promoting safe driving practices is crucial in minimizing road crashes. FCT FRSC Sector Commander Mutu Achori says the key objectives of the campaign is minimize road crashes through responsible driving and passengers' vigilance, as well as promote passengers' rights, thereby empowering passengers to speak up against reckless driving.
We want to sensitize members of the public that the moment you enter any public transport or any kind of vehicle for that matter, you become a stakeholder, or is a contractual agreement between you and the driver to take you from point A to point B intact, without any injury, without even psychological trauma.
Collaborative work with the National Emergency Management Agency, FCT, NEMA, security agencies and non-governmental organizations, and Special Marshal had their voices to ensure safer roads during the Ember months and beyond.
When the driver is under an influence of whether for alcohol or whatever thing, you are in that vehicle, you have a responsibility to speak up.
Us at the National Emergency Management Agency, we have ambulance bays scattered all over the FCT, and we are always on ground to support them in every way.
Any passenger that gets home safe, kudos to the driver. So this, we stand and we partner with road safety
in support of road safety, that passengers should speak up.
On behalf of the General Manager, NTA Channel 5 Abuja, Paul Ate, and Assistant Director News, Rose Gia, received the banner Hence, the partnership in projecting the issues of road safety.
So I want to appreciate you. When we do the job together, it works.
The FRSC's efforts align with the nationwide Ember Month sensitization campaign launched by the Corps Marshal Shehu Mohammed, emphasizing the importance of road safety during peak travel seasons. Hawagimba, NTA News.
You're watching the news at 1 on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Still to come after the break. Correspondent x-rays the relevance of prioritizing health than content creation during emergencies. These and more when we return. Do stay with us.
Good evening, glad to have you join us.
Thanks for joining us on Weekly News Wrap.
Thank you very much for having me.
And it is on that note we welcome you to today's edition of the program.
I will celebrate creativity, lasting impressions.
There's no book stating that this is the role for men.
On the news.
On the news at 7.
The latest station, NTA Channel 5, Abuja.
Would say have a lovely day.
Thank you for staying tuned. Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, is rapidly modernizing, but some underutilized infrastructure like the FCDA Southern Parkway Underpass Bridge. However, reports that many residents of the FCT are unaware of this facility, as many say lack of awareness might be due to inadequate signage or information dissemination.
The Federal Capital Territory infrastructure development is ongoing, but some facilities remain underutilized. This goes to say that the efforts of the Federal Capital Development Authority aimed at creating a well-planned city may end in futility. One of such facilities is the Southern Parkway Underpass Bridge, designed for pedestrian safety, which remains unknown to many and abandoned by those who have the knowledge. Speaking with those crossing the popular FCDA Southern Parkway Express, this is what I got.
To me, it's not accessible. I'm not aware of the underground footpath for us to be using. And I've been using this road for like more than 5 years. This place has not been accessible for us to be using.
I didn't see pathway here.
Okay.
Where is it? Okay, this one. And maybe this one is easier, but look at how the cars are running. Look at how they are running, but this one is easier, and this one you cannot notice it.
Okay.
Because they have to do it in a way that as you are coming out, you just see it and enter.
Like me, I don't even aware of it because most time we used to use their place before they lock it.
Some residents suggest raising awareness through signage and education that will encourage effective utilization. A good signage and enforcement, as well as mobile court and payment of fine, is suggested to be indicated for defaulters. Director Engineering in the FCDA, Richard Unana, says the underpass facility had existed before the construction of the Southern Parkway, adding that its purpose is to provide safe passage.
Pedestrians are not expected to be running across, the road because it's an expressway. Now, the underpass is provided to connect the offices that are on the western side to the offices at the eastern side, and of course there's daily interaction, and that is a major activity around here. And so the underpass was provided so that pedestrians will not have to be running across the road and they follow the underpass.
In their appeal to the present administration of the FCT, Abuja's infrastructure development requires residents' awareness, especially the FCDA Southern Parkway Underpass Bridge, which is just one example among many. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Drug abuse is relevant today. This, however, calls for collective responsibility to tackle the alarming rate of abuse of substances by breaking the chains of addiction in both adults and young people. These were the submissions of stakeholders at a drug abuse awareness program at the Abuja Municipal Area Council in Wuse, Abuja. Deborah Gazaji Micah reports that the advocacy for free and drug society will be extended to other parts of the municipal.
Some of the things that drive especially youth into drug abuse as highlighted by
There is nothing
stakeholders were
in this
peer
life
pressure
like
and
peace.
suppression, frowning at the menace of drug addiction which has rendered people unproductive in the society. Everyone is urged to provide support for drug addicts instead of stereotype.
If you know you have a friend who is a user, I implore you never to distance yourself from him, but to try as much as you can as human being, to draw his attention, to advise him, to pray for him.
Keynote speaker from the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency FCT Command Ugochukwu looked at the gateway drugs such as alcohol among others, challenging parents to sit up, communicating effectively with their wards to get information about their feelings at any point in time.
Enter your children's room and you see weed honestly on the ground. Some parents will say, these children are very careless. See their room. That thing you're saying that is dirty is actually weed. Weed particles. You should be able to know weed when you see it.
About the alarming rate of drug abuse in Nigeria, especially in Wuse, Abuja, where the big market is located, abuse of substances is no longer masked. Councillor representing Wuse Ward, Matthias Aliu, initiated a drug-free awareness campaign emphasizing collective efforts in creating awareness, educating and sensitizing the public on the dangers of drug abuse.
Actually, what we're doing here, we're using Wuse as the flag off. The chairman of Abuja Municipal Area Council, Honorable Christopher Zaka Mekalango, is really interested in the youths. So what he wants is that he wants to see how he can empower the youths. And he sees that if he's empowering them and they still have cases of drug abuse, there is no way he can make any head forth or any way forward. So he wants to try and see how he can face the problem, the challenges that are facing the youth, which is drug abuse. So after this, subsequently, other wards are going to see this kind of programs going on.
The program observed that change is one thing that is constant and there can be change of attitude among Nigerians. In Abuja, Deborah Gazaj Micah, NTA News.
Let's join our sports desk for Sports Brief.
Nigeria's caretaker coach, Austin Eguavoen, has submitted the squad for the upcoming 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifiers. The Super Eagles, topping their group with 10 points, face Benin Republic on November 14th and Rwanda on November 18th. A draw against Benin Republic secures Nigeria's 2025 AFCON ticket. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Customs basketball women's team defeated Energy Basketball Club of Benin Republic 58-39 in the FIBA African Women's Basketball League Zone 3 qualifier 2024. Sports Secretary Samuel Onikeku praised the team's fighting spirit and urged them to stay focused. The team, defending champions, aim to qualify from Group B. Finally, Edo Queens have been charged by the Edo State government to excel at the 2024 CAF Women's Champions League in Morocco. The team, making their maiden appearance, won the Wafubi Women's Championship in Côte d'Ivoire. Chairman Yusuf Ali urged the players to replicate their success, facing Mamelodi Sundowns, CBE and FC Massar in Group B. With Sports Brief, Wayne Dugu, NTA News.
And the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has ordered rescheduling the Federal Executive Council till another date to be announced later. In a statement by the Special Advisor on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, states that the council meeting initially for today was postponed in honor of late General Torid Lagbaja, the Chief of Army Staff, who passed away on Tuesday night. General Lagbaja served as the Chief of Army Staff from June 19, 2023 till his death on November 5, 2024. President Tinubu also ordered flags to be flown at half-staff nationwide for 7 days in honor of the departed general. Earlier today, President Tinubu expressed his heartfelt condolences to the Lagbaja family and the Nigerian Armed Forces. He wished late General Lagbaja eternal peace and honor his significant contributions to the nation. And it is on that sad note we conclude our news this afternoon. We have more reports at 7. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon.